know there's a delay.
Says it's on to me.
All right.
We're live, buddy.
All right, I guess we're live. How's it going, everyone? It's Jory here. Show number 4 for the Reseller 6-pack. And we're going to talk about some of the biggest business mistakes we've made. I don't know who wants to start. Lonnie, do you want to start?
Wow. Can I start with my drink first? I need a few more sips before I get into the mistakes.
I think it would have been filters.
Guys, hey, this is Lonnie, and I hate to say it, guys, but I missed the last show, and it was the best one yet. So I'm feeling some pressure now because I watched.
That means you got to drink twice as much, Lonnie, to catch up.
I've only got 1/5 of rum though. I've got this 1/5 of Appleton rum. So once this is out, then I'm done with the show. I'm gonna pass it over to somebody else. So before we get into mistakes, I need a few more sips of drink.
All right, I'll go. My name's John. I'm the Cincinnati picker. I am drinking the Warped Wing Flying Rye. It's actually a friend of mine gave this to me to drink on the show. So thank you, Jaron. I appreciate it. I've also got a new T-shirt I'm wearing tonight that I want everyone to see.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh, I love it!
Round of applause for that, man.
Wow!
Oh my gosh, I have to have one.
I will make you one, Tonya. Yeah. So it says, "Let's get Duane tonight." Little fireball guys up in the corner.
Awesome.
Oh, John, that is brilliant.
Wow.
Just for you, Duane. I love you.
Not
Duane.
only am I a verb, but now I'm on a shirt. I'm famous.
Yep.
You a bird.
I think we should pass it on to Duane now after that.
Right.
Wow, thanks. How do I follow that? I mean, geez. Duane Hale, obviously, also known as Fireball to these guys here. Mothership Products is my channel, and I'm drinking cheap on the PBR tonight. I only have, 22 of them, but I'm not going to drink them all. No matter what you say, Lonnie, I'm not drinking them all.
Okay, hey, you're a big boy. Your decision, man.
Oh, now you call me fat too. What's up
No,
with that?
I didn't say that. What are you talking about?
I'm a big boy.
Well, no, I meant like an
I'm
adult.
just giving you guys. All right. Anyway, all right. Let's hear from Nick.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to open the chat and get everything sorted. Yeah, hi guys, I'm Nic Hills. As for what I'm drinking, I'm on Magna's pear cider this evening.
Yummy.
Yeah, it's really nice actually. It's rather too good. It goes down too quick, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's me. YouTube channel under that name if you want to check me out. If you've not seen me before, I'm based in the UK, unlike all of these Yanks that we've got on here with us. Oh no, and a Canadian. Sorry, Jory.
Yeah, one Canadian.
Yeah.
One other of the Queen
We still got the
subjects.
Queen on our money.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, are we starting with the question, or am I just doing the intro? That's that it.
We'll pass it off to, let's see, who hasn't talked? Tonya.
Yeah, Tonya.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm Tonya, also known as Thrifty Treasures, and tonight I'm having a pina colada.
Very good. Now, is there real alcohol in it?
Yeah, some kind of rum. I don't know what it is though.
Okay. Just checking,
Honey's always got the fancy drinks. We're just here drinking beers.
I know, right? Very good. So, Jory, who do you want to start it all off?
Well, first off, are we still doing something? Something we all drink?
Was that you, Jory?
No, it was me.
All right, let's see it, bud. What'd you sell?
It might have
I
been an
sold-
offer.
A cha-ching?
Show us
Yeah.
the sale, and I will drink the rest of this beer.
Oh my gosh.
Me too.
Okay.
He's taking a long time.
Yeah.
Sorry, the phone's going slow. I don't know if you guys can see
What
that.
is that? What'd you sell?
Awaiting
It's
payment.
awaiting payment. It's a pedal for a guitar.
Awesome. All right, good enough for me.
Oh man. There's no way I can down a whole pint of
Good way to
cider.
start it off.
Oh man! Whoa.
I thought you had a Guinness, Nick. I thought you were gonna have to down one of those. Oh,
No, I can't drink Guinness. No.
It's gonna be a long show, guys.
Back to the bottle.
That was the second one for me already. And we're only 6 minutes into the damn show.
Imagine that.
Take it easy, Duane.
Nobody sell anymore. I'm full.
Duane, you need a little counter like John has so we know how many you've had.
yeah, no doubt.
Just listen for the crunch.
Okay, well, I'll show first here. There you go. See, 2. Yeah, I should get a counter.
Okay, so let's get back on track, guys.
There's a track to this.
And I can go first for my biggest mistake.
You gotta say what you're drinking, right?
Well, I'm drinking this right now, Old Speckled Hen, a British beer.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, I know it will.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And then there's a few more randoms, but yeah. Speckled Hen.
I'm amazed that you have that in Canada. That's blown my mind.
We have a lot of import beers in Canada. Beer's expensive here because it's all controlled under the government, but we get a lot of import.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Duane, going on Grumpy wants you to crush them on your head, and I agree. I like that.
Not happening, guys. I would end up with a big red squirrel right on my forehead, and I do have a job that I have to go to tomorrow.
At some point tonight, Jory, you owe us. How many seconds is your record?
Pounding the beer.
It's like 1.3. Yeah, I got one sitting aside just for that. I got to get a glass for it, though. It's real hard to drink that fast out of a can.
Nice. Don't forget. We can't forget. Next sale, you got to do that.
Even if it's yours.
Okay. If not next sale, I'll end the video with it.
Okay, cool.
You said you were going to kick off your Biggest Loser thing.
Yeah. It was being a mechanic. I should have never done it. Thought being skilled trades was a good idea, and you end up spending $100,000 on tools that you don't really pay for, and you get shit work for piecework. And knowing what I know now, I should have just got right into reselling or saved my money and opened a storage facility because it's unbelievable what that brings in. It was the car game, I think. Not so
I had
much
no
a
idea
business
you had to have your
mistake,
own.
but yeah, you got to be licensed down here. It's 4 years of school too.
Okay.
4 years of expensive school, and you pay for your own tools.
That's a big investment.
Yeah, it is. Still paying for it. I'm no longer a mechanic.
Yeah. Wow.
Did you specialize in any particular vehicles, or were you just
BMW first, and then just kind of all-around
All-around.
fix-it shop that worked on anything that went in.
Gotcha. I was a mechanic for a short time back when I was a teenager, so.
A little bit.
But I've been around cars my whole life. My dad owns an automotive machine shop, so
Oh, very cool.
yeah.
Yeah, big
No
big
cars
car
are
fan. I love working on them, but I didn't like all the politics and the BS that goes along with being a mechanic and working.
It's just like anything else. If you if you want to be a cook, become a chef, because it'll ruin it for you. Just the same thing. If you like cars, don't become a mechanic. It'll ruin cars for you.
And they all told me when I was young, all the older guys, they said, go get a good job and don't do this. Didn't listen. It's stubborn. Paying for it now.
Very good.
I think there's a stubborn streak in most resellers. It's why we end up doing our own thing, because we're stubborn. I
am not.
Oh no, I'm not. Damn
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. You like something done your way and tend not to like having other people tell you how to do it.
Yeah.
Well, and a lot of company jobs and out there have so many other people's politics and red tape that you have to deal with, where this is, you create your own red tape. It's whatever you want to make it. So I know a lot of people that, I think I've heard Lonnie say that he could never go back to working for somebody because, he's spoiled himself. So, and I think that's honest to God right there, because, working for yourself, you make your own drama, whatever. And if you don't want it, you just don't make it. So
Yep.
There's only so many jobs you can walk out on when you realize you just have to do your own thing. That's what I've got.
Yeah.
See, and I'm doing both right now because I actually enjoy my job, but I'm the only one here in Utah that does it. My boss is actually in Denver, so I don't have coworkers or people looking over my shoulder. So it's I'm pretty autonomous, which is kind of nice.
That's a nice setup for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's a great position, Duane, to be in. If you've got that job, so you've got that income and you enjoy that job, and you've got this on the side that you love and you enjoy and you've got control over, I think that's kind of the perfect situation. Really is, because I have no financial security. None of us do really from day to day, but you've got that backup, which is great.
Well, but even still, my backup is just as volatile as anybody else. I mean, if I don't do my job at work, then I'm not gonna, they're gonna get rid of me. Just like if you don't do your job, but you're not gonna pay your bills either. Figure out what's up with my dog. I'll be right in a second.
Guys, this is a tough topic for me. Like when you talk about regrets and mistakes, because I think that the mistakes that I make bring me to where I'm at now, and the mistakes I make now bring me to where I'm going to be later, right? And I think that's how you learn, that's how you grow, and I think it's just you have to take your lumps, I think, in this business. And I've only been doing it 3 years now, a little over 3 years full time, and my only regret is that I didn't start sooner. I wish I was like Nic Hills. Like, how long have you been doing this, Nic? Like 15 years or more?
Yeah, well, we've been self-employed 15 years. But yeah, I was going to say, that was kind of what I was going to say. I've had many, many mistakes along the way, and they've brought us to this point. But yeah, carry on.
Lonnie, James and Junk says, mistakes like that hat.
I mean,
you're gonna have to lose the hat, Lonnie.
Can I take just a couple of minutes to read? I wore this hat during a video today. Okay, it was my comeback video after a week of vacation. I'm like, man, everybody's gonna be so glad to see Lonnie. It's gonna be open arms, and it's gonna be a great homecoming. I'm gonna love it, right? Let me read some of this, okay? Okay, here is good finds, dude. I've done really well with those financial piece sets. P.S. That hat is ugly as sin. I'm guessing that's why you already have 3 thumbs down.
That was me. That was my comment.
Oh,
no,
my
there's
gosh.
more. There's more. Wait a second. Okay, here we go. At the 1:30 mark, you mentioned something about being beat up. I felt like I had been beat up from going to Disney World and the long drive and all that. At the 1:30 mark, you mentioned something about being beat up. By chance, were you wearing that hat at the time? Okay, here's another one. That hat looks like it was used as tissue paper. I guess they mean like butt wipe, Here's another one. You found Nemo. They're talking about this glass fish. Burn that hat. What the hell, guys? I mean,
I think they're trying to tell you, buddy.
Got a lot of hate on that hat.
My favorite part about it, Lonnie, is that you said you looked at all of the hats. You looked at like 200 hats, and that was the one that you decided on.
Yes, I looked at hundreds of hats. I was like, okay, I don't want Mickey Mouse. I don't want it to say Disney World. I don't want this. I don't want that. And I came out of the Frozen ride in Norway at Epcot, and there was the hat, and it was like, I'm like, Candace, that's it. I put it on. I said, how's it look? She said, I like it. I said, this is the hat. I'm buying it.
What you're saying, Lonnie?
Candace trolled you.
Yeah, what you're saying, Lonnie, is it's Candace's fault.
Yeah, because she usually has a pretty good sense of style. She's usually the one I lean on in those types of situations, but she failed me this time.
And the best part is you just had that huge hat haul that had like, what'd you buy, 30 or 40 hats?
No, it was more than that. It was 100.
Oh, okay, 100 hats, and then this is what you end up with.
Well, yeah, but I had Auburn and Georgia, all these schools that I don't really.
It would be better than that.
No, it wouldn't. It would not be better. If you're in the SEC, I went to LSU. I can't wear.
Okay, listen. I saw that you had a University of Utah hat. That's not in the SEC. It's not going to hurt any feel bads. It's not going to bruise any egos.
But anyway, a lot of good natured, I think, ribbing for the hat. But I did get I think I have 6 or 7 thumbs down on that video out of 200 views.
That might be a record.
Yeah, 6 thumbs down. 241 views, 6 thumbs down. Can y'all top that, guys?
I'll have to find an uglier hat to do so. That's a tough
Good luck,
challenge.
John.
All right, who's next? Who else wants to talk about a business mistake or regret?
Yeah, I can go. I'd kind of mirror what Lonnie said, really. I think your mistakes are what make you. They're what you learn from, and it's what puts you where you are or where you end up. And my first couple of businesses failed, and I don't regret that at all, really, but they were financial failures. And as long ago as about a year when we closed my wife's clothing shop, that was a financial failure, but neither of us would have changed it because we learned from it and we moved on, and we have so much more respect kind of for what we do from home now, and we see the benefits of it. So yeah, although I have regrets in a way, I wouldn't change it. But we've had more business failures than we have successes. And that's how it is. If you look at most entrepreneurs, they go through life or they go through their entrepreneurial career and they fail quite regularly. But what makes them is they get up and they carry on. That's the key to it.
Yeah. And then they learn not to make that same mistake again.
Yeah. Or they learn what they did wrong and then they go, okay, I'm man enough to say I screwed that up. I'm going to do it again and I'm going to do it better.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. Not rocket.
I think that's a great point.
Yeah. And it's true. I mean, I did a show with Walking Picker about regrets, and that was what a lot of people said is that they regret some of the things that they did, but they wouldn't have changed it because they wouldn't be who they are today because of those things that they.
Yeah, you have to make that mistake to truly learn from it. Somebody can tell you something or give you some advice. And like Jory was saying earlier, he was advised certain things about being a mechanic or not. But until you've done it, that's how you learn from it. And I would much rather make the mistake myself.
Yeah.
Because then you know it. You truly know it when you've done it.
Nick, can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah.
Didn't you used to have a game shop at one point?
Yeah.
So do you ever think back about that game shop and think, man, I made this mistake, that mistake, this mistake, and I've gotten a lot of knowledge since then, business savvy. If I did it again, I know I can make it work this time. Do you ever think that?
Yeah, I know I could set one up now and probably do it better. But we've been there, we've done that, and we achieved what we wanted, which was to buy the house and pay off the mortgage. We're now in a different place where we want to work less. So I'm not going back. But yeah, I could have done it so much better. But you only know that with hindsight, yeah.
What about the clothing? What about the clothing boutique?
Yeah, it didn't work. Simple as that. Simple as that. But
I don't know about you guys, but in Cincinnati, the brick and mortar stores are dying. They're falling.
Same around here.
I see another brick and mortar store closed every day. It's just crazy. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Nick. I knew you were talking about that. So,
that's cool.
Keep going with that.
Yeah, it's the same here. And I don't know how it works in the US, but we have what's called business rates, which is basically taxes on businesses. And they are crippling. In the short period of time, we were out of retail, which was about 5 years before we went back and opened our clothing store. They had all multiplied up, but the income you get was the same. So it was just crippling. And yeah, there's just no way we could make it work. But we wanted to staff it and manage it. And we couldn't get the profits to the level that worked. So we had to suck it up and pull out, which wasn't easy because we put our heart and soul into that place for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Business.
You got to cut your losses sometimes.
Yeah, it's all about numbers. If you can't be honest about numbers, then you're doomed to fail in the first place.
So Nick, when you and Andrea closed that store, the boutique, is that a realization that y'all both came to simultaneously, or did one of y'all say we need to go ahead and cut this off, and the other one said no, let's go on for a bit more, I think it may rebound? Like, how did that work? What was that conversation like?
I think my head was out earlier. Andrea was more in love with it, but we both knew financially it didn't make sense. So yeah, it was a done deal, really. Didn't make it any easier.
Yeah. I hated to see that, because I remember before the flood, y'all were giving it like the full go before and I was off of YouTube, and I came back and I didn't even realize y'all closed the business down. And then I saw, I went back and looked at I think a New Year's video or a Christmas video y'all did, and y'all doing like a retrospective on the year. And you were talking about when the shop closed. I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know they closed the shop. And I was heartbroken for you guys, because I knew y'all really wanted that pretty bad. So
yeah, it was tough. I won't deny it. We lost a lot of money, and we lost a lot of time and heart and blood, sweat and tears, all that. But it's how it is. I've done it 2 or 3 times, and I'll do it again.
Do you classify it as a regret?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, we were passionate about it.
I end up regretting.
And, I don't want to be the guy who gets to 80 and thinks, I wish I'd tried that.
Yeah.
I remember a show that you did one time, Nick, and you said you only regret the buys that you don't make, right? Like, you don't regret the stuff you buy. You regret the stuff you don't buy, or the chances you don't take, right?
Yeah. Well, in life in general, I only really regret the things I didn't do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's
Wayne Gretzky said it best. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That's good. That's deep.
It's deep, man. Maybe we need to change our substance here.
Deep thoughts.
My wife calls me a cheese ball for quoting that.
No.
One of our highways is named after Wayne Gretzky up here.
Is it? That's awesome.
Yeah. Wayne Gretzky Parkway, yeah.
That's
Great where
funny,
he's
man.
from.
He's a hockey player. Is that right? Am I being naive here?
Yeah, hockey.
Okay.
Yep.
He doesn't play cricket.
No. I guess I'll do mine. I've been giving it some thought this week about regrets and mistakes, and I kind of agree with you guys that things happen and you learn from them and you move on. But I guess if I had to change one thing with my business, in hindsight, I would have hired employees sooner. My first full year, I did everything for my business. I did all the photos, the descriptions. I put everything on the site. I took care of all the orders. I mean, I worked 7 days a week. I was up every day at 5 or 6, and I worked 10 to 12 hours every day, Saturday, Sunday, And I would have hired somebody a little bit sooner, in hindsight. I took a little bit too long to bring people on, but now that I've got employees, it's great. I can delegate things out, and I have more time to do what I need to do, and I'm making more money. I mean, they definitely pay for themselves. That's for sure.
So what was the reason that held you back on that? Was it red tape and complications?
No, a little bit of it was control. Because I started this thing from nothing and I wanted control of everything. Like, I knew how I wanted the pictures taken, and I knew what I wanted the descriptions to say. And I wanted to have that face-to-face interaction with the customers. And a little bit of it was money too. I was afraid that I couldn't afford it. But now realizing, looking back, I would have been in much better shape bringing people on so that I could go out and find more stuff and bring in more consigners and all that.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Now, John, were you in a financial spot that you could have hired earlier, or was it? I know that as soon as you did hire, you ramped up very quickly, but was your business ready, or did you push it until you couldn't do it anymore by yourself and then get employees?
Done it earlier, definitely. I think I had told myself that I couldn't, because I knew I wanted that control. So it was one of those things, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I've convinced myself that I can't take an employee on. But then after I did, I was like, I could have afforded this months ago because it was only like 15 hours a week, $11 an hour. Like it really wasn't a lot of money. And looking back, I definitely could have done it sooner.
That's cool. No,
Also,
Chad,
I just got an offer. I just got an offer on a Walkman, guys, and I am going to accept it.
Whoa.
Oh,
No, bullshit. How much is the offer and how much is the original price?
We all get to
Okay.
The percentage we should drink, the percentage that is.
It was $14. $14 of $16. So that's pretty good. Then,
14 out of 17. Is that what you're saying?
No. 14 out of 16.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's
all right. There's the accept button.
Damn it! I have to crack a beer for this one too.
It's gonna be sloppy tonight, guys. It's gonna get sloppy.
It's already sloppy. What are you talking about?
Here's to making tons of money.
Oh boy! Back to the bottle.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It stopped me from doing this if we don't behave.
Right?
Yes.
Sign Jory
you
Freeze.
finish that drink?
Wait, what?
Sorry, what?
Wait, what?
Drink?
No, my drink's huge. It's like, I'm like halfway done with it.
I know.
Okay, hold on. I'm not done yet.
I'll get brain freeze.
So can I just say, going back to what John was saying about taking on employees and losing the control, that was a big issue I had when we took on employees in our shop. Handing over control to people was really, really difficult for me as a control freak. And what we do, I think, as resellers is we hold all of the strings, we hold the whole thing, don't we? And that's and that's great, but it makes it really hard to expand and grow. And that was
I would venture to say that every reseller is a control freak at heart. I mean, like you said earlier, that's why we do what we do, because we can control exactly how we do, exactly, whatever we want to do. So giving up to, and being able to trust somebody with that's got to be hard. I haven't done it, and I'm not, my business model is not even close to that.
Yeah.
But I can imagine that would be tough.
So difficult. And then because a couple of our employees stitched us up and stole from us, and that made it twice as hard trying to do it again, second time. So yeah.
I don't know.
Who are we on now? Has Tonya given her regrets or mistakes?
No.
Tonya?
Tanya's
I'm
frozen.
here.
Tonya, are you there? We haven't heard from you in a long time.
Oh, I don't know what happened. It froze up for some reason.
Yeah, it froze
I'm
up on
having
me
internet
too.
problems.
Do you have any regrets, Tonya?
Oh, okay. Well, all of y'all seem so like broad. Like over the years, when I was thinking about it this week, I was thinking more like what had happened recently. Like maybe about 3 months ago. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had bought almost like $200 worth of Escada belts that I had found at Goodwill, and they were all about $10 each, and it didn't go over, quite the way I had hoped. I thought I was going to make a lot of money, and I really didn't. So I guess that would be one of my short-term regrets, would be purchasing all those. I mean, they've sold, just not quite as much as I would have liked them to have sold for.
Did you make money, or just breaking even, or?
I made a little bit of money, and actually I still have some I need to get listed, but I made a little bit of money. Like I said, just not as much. So I feel like, I've definitely probably made my money back, but I was hoping to make a whole lot of money. Escada belts are expensive. So, but they're just not as desirable, I guess, as I thought that they might have been.
Yeah, we all get those.
Yeah, but as a reseller, you have to take chances, and I enjoy taking chances because
absolutely,
that's how I learn, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
For
Because the next time you pull the trigger on a deal, you'll make 10 times as much.
I hope so.
You have to go with it.
Right, that's a good attitude.
The smartphone can't always give you the answer. Sometimes you just can't find it, and you gotta go with your gut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my screen froze up before everyone downed their beer, so I'll be back. I'm gonna go get a glass and slam a beer for that sale.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fly by all the
Right.
Sounds
Yeah.
pretty
want you guys-
ready to do it anyway.
You guys need to be all nice to me now because my wife is in the chat. So I do want you to show her the shirt.
What's her?
You got to show my wife. Heather Hale is my wife.
Hi, Heather.
Heather. Hey, Heather.
So, but you definitely have to show the shirt because
Okay. All right. I'll show the
I'm
shirt.
famous.
You are famous. You're on a T-shirt. So Heather, the
I'm on
shirt
a T-shirt.
says, "Let's get Duane tonight." Duane is a verb, and these are little fireball figures.
Oh my gosh.
That is awesome. I gotta say.
Andy
Hopefully,
says that
is
I
that a
need to
one
get
of a
in
kind?
merch.
You didn't put that into a production, right? Off shirt.
No, he said I'm getting one
Hats,
too.
Mugs, glasses, keychains. There's going to be a whole Duane line.
I want my 50% right now.
We need to get-
I'm calling my lawyer.
We need to get Lonnie a hat.
There are more people that have the name Duane. You know that. Oh gosh.
Look,
Yeah, you
guys,
need to make a hat for Lonnie, would you please? Get that silk screened up and send out.
y'all act like I have a pile of shit on my head or something. It's just a freaking hat. It's a hat.
Okay. I'm putting it out there. The hat is growing on me, Lonnie. It's growing on me.
I mean, I think these people I think they don't like Norway for whatever reason. I didn't know there
It
was
has
so much
nothing to do with
Norway
the
hate.
country. Nothing to do with the country.
For the longest time, I didn't even know what it said, and it was still ugly.
Look, guys that are watching, if you haven't seen Heather Hale or know who Heather Hale is Duane's wife. If you want to see what she's all about,
Wow.
go watch Chris, the Walking Pickers channel. He did a show. I would trade Duane for Heather in a heartbeat. Like if she got on the show right now, we could trade. Oh, she is cool.
She says that she's the only one who really ever gets Duaned.
Oh boy, I need a beer.
Oh gosh.
That was pretty good. Wow, you see what I'm talking about?
Yep. Oh man.
Oh, she's way more entertaining than I am.
Duane, is she
Way
gonna Duane, is she gonna be on your show for the spouses of resellers?
I was thinking about it, but we don't have a camera for her. I mean, I could squeeze her in here, but it's kind of hard. That's still kind of up in the air whether she'll do that, but possibly.
You can just take over your seat. You don't need to be on it. It's all the spouses.
Okay.
Are you guys doing a spouses show? What's going on?
Yeah, Duane's planning it.
Oh God, that's
yeah.
scary.
On Wednesday, I'm going to have a show. I haven't posted it out yet, but I asked Tonya's husband Kurt and John's wife Whitney to come on and talk to me about being the spouse of a reseller. I would have asked, other people, but a lot of people are going to the rally, and that's kind of the problem.
Yeah. So you're going to do it Wednesday?
Yeah, it'll be a Wednesday at my normal time, which is, let me think, what time is it? 8 my time. So Mountain time, 8 Mountain time. So that would be what, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, all that.
Oh, that's a late one, man.
Right.
Oh, suck it up with me.
Yeah, in the last week. Was it Whitney who was on that show last week?
Yeah.
She made a
Yeah,
cameo.
she jumped in.
He was fantastic. That was funny.
Yeah, I like Whitney. She's on his videos too. Better go check them out. The last couple of weeks of garage sailing.
Yeah.
She's always finding the good
So
stuff.
yeah, so that's the plan, is to have 2 of the reselling spouses and those 2 of have graciously said they would. So, and like John said, I might try and squeeze my wife in here, except that I don't want my dirty laundry, hung out to dry, even though, you guys pretty much know most of it anyway.
Right? I already warned Kurt. I'm like, you better not say anything bad about me.
Oh, I'm sure you won't.
Duane, you hang out your own dirty laundry, man. You're chugging Fireball on YouTube. I don't think you got anything to worry about.
I didn't know it. That's what I'm saying. I'm an open book. I mean, if you need to know anything, just ask. If I haven't already told you, it's probably not far off the tongue. So,
Heather says she's going to show pictures from your wedding. I want to see those.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I'm like half the man I am now. I mean, yeah, I was a runt. Now I'm a big fat guy.
Oh, be quiet.
There's a lot more you to love, Duane.
Only
Duane,
for Heather.
Duane, do you know Mothership is spelled incorrectly on your little tagline there?
No, I can't read it. Is it really?
Yeah.
Mothership.
How much have you drank?
God damn it.
How much have you drank already?
That's in keeping with the show, though. That's
Yeah.
It's very appropriate.
Okay. You gotta quit picking on me.
Duane, Heather says that you're twice the man you used to be.
I am.
I don't like the way you said that.
That's hot.
I was 145 pounds in. I'm twice the man now. So yeah. All right, let's talk about something.
I don't think that's what she meant.
Yeah. Mothership. Oh.
Your vintage really likes my hat. Just
who does?
In the chat.
How much did you pay her? How much?
Nothing.
Did you pay her?
Yes, but she is right. She is the only one. Because that's the rest of her statement.
Yeah.
Well, you and Lonnie. So.
I could tell,
guys.
Duane has crossed over that plateau. He's on the other side.
Over.
Drunk and
we've still got a lot of show left to go too. I've got to give a quick little BOLO. Be on the lookout, I guess, is the acronym that all these resellers use. So I got these 2 plastic NFL Heartland figures at a yard sale. The guy actually brought them out of his house for $1 each. I sold both of them tonight, 5 minutes after I listed them. This one here sold for $195. I listed it for $250 or best offer. He offered me $195. I just said, "Yep, I'll take that." And then this one here sold for $100, and it was broken. It was like cracked in the bottom, and he still paid $100 for it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Are they
So definitely be on the lookout for those little plastic sport figures. They're made by Heartland.
Hardly.
How the hell are they worth that much money if they're just?
They're only about that big, just because they're rare. I think they're hard to find. I guess because I bought them and I'd seen the baseball ones. The baseball ones are all over eBay, but there were like no football ones, and so I just put a really high price. As a matter of fact, I got to give a shout out to Ronnie Hart. Ronnie, thank you. He did a little bit of work, and he was like, "Look, these are worth around $250, $300." That kind of gave me a starting point, and went from there. Obviously, I probably could have got more money for them, but I had $1 in them. So I'm all about that quick flip. Just sell it and move on to the next thing.
Great sale.
yeah,
I'm
at those
excited.
things, man. They were really low quality too. Like
They
the
were bad.
mold.
They were in bad shape. Yeah.
No, I
One
mean
of them
like
had
when
a
they were
broken
new.
face mask.
Like even when they were
they're
new though.
They're bad. I mean, when I touch them, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm going to break them. That's how bad they are.
Well, maybe that's why. You reckon that's why they're worth the money? Because
True.
they're all knackered. They're all broken. Chucked in the bin. They're all gone. Hence, yours are worth that because there's none left.
Yeah, that's like a good point.
John, did you think that when you picked it up? Man, that's really knackered. Did you think that?
I did. That was the first thing that came to mind.
Don't you guys say knackered?
Is that
No.
Louisiana talk?
No. Never. I love it though. I love it. I'm gonna start saying it.
We use knackered as in I'm knackered now because I've been up since 6 in the morning and had 4 hours sleep, so I'm tired. But it also means if something's beaten up and broken.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. That's definitely an English term.
What do you guys
Could it
not
be
use it, or
for
what does it
drunk?
mean if you use it?
we don't use that at all, Nick.
Oh,
Never heard that
Probably
word.
most-
Oh. Well, there you go.
Much, if I have too much rum, can I get knackered?
You get pissed out of your mind. That's what you'd get.
Oh, okay.
Kay says that Necker is
Yeah.
Norwegian.
If you're Canadian, yeah,
Angie
you'd be
thought you were
hammered
saying
dick.
naked. Nick, Angie thought you were saying naked in a funny way. Knackered.
Oh, sorry.
I think we would
How old
definitely
is-
know if he was knackered that way.
You guys also say knickers, right? Like knickers or pants.
Knickers are women's pants.
So would you say that a women knackered or knickers?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Maybe if she fell off a bicycle, knackered her knickers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
That's a genuine sentence that would exist in this country. Yeah, for sure.
Nick hates all of us. He's like, you damn Americans. Why did I ever agree to do this show?
Okay, listen, Lonnie, I have a question for you. Okay, you sound scared.
I am. I am.
So,
You've been thinking about it. Thank you, Nick.
so when I first asked you where you got your hat, I was thinking, well, why didn't he get a hat from Walt Disney World? Right? So is this Norway hat? Is this Norway right or whatever? Is it new to Walt Disney World? Because I've been, but it's been about 5 years.
You know the World Showcase in Epcot where they have all the countries?
I don't remember that, but okay.
Like half of Epcot.
Maybe
They have,
we
like,
didn't go to Epcot. I can't remember.
They have the World Showcase going all the way around the lake. They have like England, Norway, Germany, Japan, China. They have all like different. All these countries have their own little things that they built. They brought their own people and built like mini versions of their countries.
Yeah, I don't think we did that.
And then of course gift shops to go along with it, and then little rides and restaurants and all that.
Right.
So it's pretty cool though. Like you go around and you could drink a beer in each country, you know, to
That is
have
neat.
it's really neat. Like in Nick's country,
Whoa,
they had
that-
a
I was gonna say that explains it right there, dude. You drank a beer in every country and ended up with that hat.
That's right. He ended up in Norway and bought a hat.
Norway was the last country.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember.
Look what Lonnie's tagline says. I just now noticed he put Appleton rum in there.
So you drink a beer in every country and then you wake up with that hat on.
But I was thinking, why didn't he get a Walt Disney World hat? Like you just went there, but that's
Oh, wait,
that's just-
it does have a couple of these little dwarf guys on it.
Oh, that makes it all better.
And then it also says Epcot on the back.
Okay.
So
I love your hat, man. It's amazing.
You have to wear it backwards. Wear it backwards, Lonnie.
why? So no, I'm not a backwards hat kind of guy like Jory. Jory, what kind of hat is that anyway?
A hillbilly hat.
Oh,
Ooh, Bass Pro Shops. Nice. Lonnie, that hat looks 150% better backwards than it does forward.
Jory, do y'all have those up there?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, cool. I've got one like 3 minutes. That's actually my standard Facebook Craigslist meetup spot. I always put
Bass Pro Shops.
I always put meet at Bass Pro in Denham Springs, and that's where I meet is right there.
The closest one for me is about an hour and a half away, just before Toronto.
Do you know that you guys in Canada share the same sound or the same dialect or whatever you call that, enunciation as the guys in New Orleans do when they say about, or however you say that.
They're all French Canadians.
Yes, exactly. A bunch of
Yeah.
Cajuns. So, and then they say about just like you do.
Yeah.
Say
they
about
do.
Jory.
I just say about a
About.
little bit. Like about. It's not super Canadian. I got some buddies north of me that are real bad when they get to talking.
I bet after a few more beers, it gets pretty bad, though.
It does. Yeah. And they start thinking, oh, just gonna fuck into here. And, yeah.
Yeah, typically accents get a little bit worse as the beer starts flowing. So
Jim's Jams and Junk says Lonnie says meet me at Bass Pro. I'll be the guy with the shitty hat.
I wasn't gonna read it. I saw it and I was like, no, we're piling on too much on Lonnie. Oh,
I don't,
man.
dude. I really do not give a shit.
Oh my god.
Fair play to Lonnie.
We didn't even need a topic for tonight. It's just Lonnie's hat.
Just Lonnie guy, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Was there a topic? I forgot.
Yeah. Oh god.
Did we all say about our regrets? I don't know if we went through everybody yet. Did we?
Duane, have you talked about yours?
I have not.
No, he hasn't.
I talked about it once before on another show about probably my biggest screw up piece of test equipment to a person in Brazil. And it's a pretty heavy piece. And he was very worried about the price because his customs were so high. And at that time, there was no GSP, so it was all, just normal shipping. Well, I sold it to him for, if I remember right, it was $2,200. And I quoted him about $250 shipping. And so he, plugged that into his thing, so he knew exactly what he was going to have to pay. Well, when I went down to ship it, it ended up being like $475 to ship it, or close to that, because it was an oversized box and it was heavy. And I mean, there was just all kinds of things. I couldn't figure out a way to get it cut down to where it would be, manageable. So I ended up doing the $475 shipping. So I lost about $200 just in that.
Oh, wow.
I got the thing for free. So, I mean, it wasn't, I complain about it, but ultimately I still made, $1,800, $1,900. So, but that was probably my biggest, just not understanding how shipping and customs and oversized packages. I mean, it just all piled on, all on the same transaction. And so luckily get out of the way, because it sucked to have to learn each one over, oversized package, but no, it all was on the same one. So that was probably my biggest,
Well, what
as for regrets. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
I was going to say, but in that moment, there's no way you're going to make any of those mistakes again, because you did it big style. You see what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah. I did it. I did it all at once. So yeah, that's not something I will soon forget.
No.
I could have made an extra $225 on something, and it was purely just because of my lack of experience on. So.
Yeah. A lesson learned.
But as for regrets, I'm just like everybody else. I wish I would have changed back when I was younger, mostly with my attitude on things and how I handled. But for the most part, I wouldn't change any of my failures. I wouldn't change any of the flubs in my life, because that is, and I would be a completely different person.
Yeah, I get that.
So did we get everybody now?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm about to do something I regret and drink this stupid beer really fast.
Oh, I gotta see that.
You won't regret it.
I don't want me to regret it, but I'm going to do it.
You know what? Someday they'll
You want a
put a shirt
countdown? You want a
with your
countdown,
name
Jory?
on it.
Let me lock it with the jury. Can we do that?
5.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Can I click my screen and just...
I think I've done it, so it stays on you. Go on. It's not switching.
All right. It's been like 4 years since I've done this.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow. Nice.
Whoa.
Oh, that was incredible.
That was pretty good.
It hurts a little bit.
The carbonation does, I'm sure.
How the hell do you do that, Jory?
That
I
was
don't know.
really fast.
The first time I ever did it, I was like 16. I worked at a restaurant, and a buddy asked me to race I'm drinking a beer. And he looked at me and said, "How the hell did you do that?" So, I don't know. Did it again. Then it became a party trick.
You still didn't answer
And
my
I've
question.
actually.
How the hell did you do that?
Hey, Jory, I want to see it again. I didn't see it found good enough.
Watch the replay later.
Yeah, watch the replay. Oh, we're gonna watch the replay and take a thumbnail from the damn thing. You better believe it. Tonya is gonna thumbnail your ass. I promise you.
Yeah,
Right?
She's
You know it.
good at that. Okay, she's good at that. She got
Wow.
that one little piece with the bottle tipped up on me, so she'll get you.
That's
Hey,
true.
Duane, Chris wants to know how many beers you've had. Don't lie, he says.
4.5.
Oh, please.
Yeah, bullshit.
Right,
Lies.
that's exactly what I'm thinking.
1, 2, 3, 4. I had to slow down. I'm filling up. You guys make me. I only got a stomach so big. It's not about the alcohol. It's about the volume.
I just fit a full beer in me.
Yeah, I was going to say, Joey, do you,
I weigh 142 pounds.
yeah, do you feel that hitting your stomach? Because you look like you're as skinny as me. I would
I'm a little
feel
bit-
that. I would
it
feel
hurts a
that
bit.
going.
My record was 3.5 beers in like 4 seconds.
Jesus.
Whoa.
I threw up shortly. It was foam, but I ran out of room inside me. There was nowhere for the foam to go.
Oh my god. You Canadians
I've
are
actually-
crazy, man.
Right?
That's a freaky talent right there, man. That's
When we were
freaky.
in Michigan at NASCAR, only one American did try and keep up with us, and he was ex-Marine that said he was in Canada for a few months. He went, "Nope, not keeping up with these boys." Told his friends to have fun, and one of their friends ended up breaking their arm, and they got so drunk,
Oh, my
falling out of a
goodness.
tree or something like that. Yeah.
But does it if you drink like that, does it hit you all at once, or does it kind of, you know what I mean? Because
At
that's a lot
first,
of
for
volume.
a few minutes, it hurts. Then it just kind of dissipates and goes away.
You
You do
become
it 3 or
numb.
4 times, you feel a little drunk.
Wow, fair play, man.
Yep.
Have you guys never done like a 2 or 3 beer funnel before?
Yeah, we've done lots of them.
I have. I've done a 7 beer
Yeah.
funnel.
Oh.
7
wow.
beers.
It was the
Frank the
first of the
Tank.
night. It did vomit later, but that was mostly because of the foam.
Oh, blame it on the foam.
Come on now, 7 beers times 12 ounces. I mean, that's a chunk of liquid going into your stomach at once. So.
I've never done the funnel. What we used to do was we'd ram a hole in the bottom of the can and then open it
And then,
and
Shotgun.
just drink out the bottom of the
Yeah,
can.
shotgun.
Quite why, I have no idea, but we did.
I used to have a funnel with a ball check
See-
valve, so you could fill it up and then just open the ball check valve. And
whoa, that's not what I heard. Ugh. I'm gonna have another beer. No, that's very. The trick is to not swallow.
Huh?
That's what she said.
Ah, exactly. Right, Jory? Am I wrong? Oh,
yeah, you just
throat and
slam it back.
pour
It
it
just
down.
goes back. Yeah.
She swallow like goop goop. It just
No, if you try and do that, it spills all over yourself. And
see. I'm not lying. I know what I'm doing.
So Duane, you have to open your throat. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, my
Yes.
goodness.
This show is off the rails.
Relax your throat.
Hey, now coming from a woman, you have a completely different job. There.
Oh,
Where the
my
hell are we
goodness.
Whoa.
Where are we
Okay,
going?
that is enough.
All right, let's shift
Jory,
gears
you
just a
gotta
little
get it
bit
back.
here.
Jory, you got to get it back
Yeah.
on track, man.
You're at the helm. Hang on, he's just down.
I just slammed the beer too. Yeah.
What were we thinking?
Oh my
What were we
god!
thinking?
All right, I'm going to shift gears here. By show of hands, who all here is going to the reseller rally, including anyone in the chat? Anyone in the chat going to the reseller rally? Do a little comment here. Tonya, Lonnie, that's it? Just 3 of us?
Yeah, 3 out of 6.
I would,
If Ronnie and Chad were here, that would be 5 out of 9.
you guys know I'd be there if I could.
Good addition, man.
Oh yeah.
3 out of 6. Add 2 people is 5 out of 9. It'll be 5 out of 8, maybe.
That's bad, huh?
I'm not a math
Oh no!
person.
If Andy was here, if Andy was here,
too, yeah. Math has gone out the window.
well, I already figured it out before. I forgot to add Andy in, but yeah. And Andy, I think, might actually meet us there. He said he might. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be very cool if he does. Jim says my next T-shirt should say "Relax your throat." Oh God.
Are any of you guys on merch? I mean, this is like T-shirt gold.
Yeah, I am.
I need to be. I'm not on merch, but I need to put Duane on merch. I mean, I've already got a couple orders tonight already.
Right.
See, always thinking marketing here.
Yeah.
I've actually just been approved for merch in the US, but I haven't had a minute to get on it.
Congratulations. I know
Yeah,
it's
that's great,
kind of
man.
hard to get in.
So I need to get on that and work it out.
You know, merch is always one of those topics. Like somebody says, "Oh, I'm on merch," and then you talk about it for a minute, and they're like, the conversation kind of stops because nobody ever really wants to talk about exactly what they're doing, right? Just like RA,
And I get
it's
that.
just like RA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just want to talk about the nuts and bolts. You don't want to talk about the designs, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And luckily, I'm good friends with Margaret, and she's going to help me out because she's all over that thing.
Oh, right.
And
Yeah.
And I'm
It's one of
clueless.
those-
I'm totally clueless. So yeah, it's all good. I'm looking forward to having a go.
Yeah, I got approved for it to get approved, but I don't know if I'll do anything with it.
Yeah, that's what.
You ought to at least do a shirt, man, just so
Right.
you can stay in there just in case you want to use it
just
later.
something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they're quite hot on that. They've been chucking people off because they've been inactive or not selling enough or
Right.
whatever reason.
That's what I hear, but we're pretty laid back here in Canada. Like I can sell any DVD. Most Lego isn't restricted. Nothing Sony, nothing Logitech for me is restricted in Canada. So I keep hearing all you guys complain about.
Jory,
all these
you're my hero. You know, you bought your house for so cheap. You get all, you know, everything's easy for you. You get all the
Yeah.
pickings that, you know, out of those storage units first chance. I mean,
It's 6 to 1 female to male ratio.
Yeah. Let's talk about that for a second.
It's 6 to 1.
6 to 1. Yeah, the 6 to 1 ratio. Yeah, it's more when college lets in. It's like 8 or something to 1 when college and university lets in.
yeah, see, I mean, whoa. I mean, you have to pay extra tax for that. I mean,
I guess so. Yeah, is that what the tax is for? Tits and ass? Because we get
Oh,
taxed pretty hard in Canada.
I mean, taxes are quite a bit higher, but I don't see any other, you know.
Well, and like you guys talk about employees, for me to hire someone, minimum wage here is $12.75, and by 2018, it's supposed to be $14 an hour. So I'm not paying that out for minimum wage. That's insane.
Wow. But everything costs more up there too, isn't that right?
Yeah. So I mean, no. Walmart sells their stuff more here so that they can give you guys a better price. But yeah, we pay pretty heavily for stuff out here. Free healthcare. You wait forever,
Yeah.
but it's always free.
I remember going to Toronto a few years back, and I remember sales tax was like 15%, and everything just seemed like it was priced, you know, higher than it would have been in the States.
Yeah, it is. Like a case of beer here is way more than what you guys pay for alcohol, but it's all regulated by the government here, so they
Yeah.
control the price.
When
You
I
know,
was
so
in the
that-
Marine Corps. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Duane. No, go ahead, Duane.
In the Marine Corps in Camp Pendleton, California, we had a joint operation where the Canadian troops came down. And man, I tell you what, they bought more cigarettes than I've ever seen in my life. Because at that time, you know, cigarettes were like $2.25 a pack here, and they were like $6 a pack up there. So I mean, they were just like hoarding just so they could take it back up and resell it. So
Yeah, premium pack of smokes here I think is like $14 or $15. I don't smoke.
my
Wow.
gosh.
Whoa. For a
Yeah,
pack? One
For a
pack?
pack, one pack, yeah.
For that's like $1
And
a cigarette, damn.
Unless you want to go to the res and buy them off the Indians, and you can get a bag of rollies, which is 100 smokes for $20, but you can't technically legally have them off the res.
Holy cow. So, wow. See,
So
they
real
were
quick,
making probably
Jory.
good bank.
Government here's got their hand in everyone's pocket.
Just like here. So you guys have dollars, but don't you also have coins called loonies and toonies?
We have loonies and toonies. Yeah, our smallest bill is a $5 bill, and our money smells like maple, and it's not a joke. It actually does. The 20s and 50s smell like maple.
Loonies and toonies.
Loonies and toonies. Yeah, pockets full of change. And when we have stag and does for weddings, we do the toonie toss. You throw toonies at 60 pounders of whiskey and try and make them.
I'm moving to Canada. I don't know about the best of you, but
Yeah, I'm with you, Nick.
I'm sold.
I mean, for the most part, people are nice here, but that's why we have shitty tax rates and everything, because no one does anything when it happens. We all just go, oh, well, you know, shit happens.
Okay. All right, I have a complaint. John, your number has been 3 for a very long time.
Well, I was thinking the same
almost
thing.
done. I'm almost done, bud.
Tonya, see, we think alike. I'm looking at that going 3. Serious?
I've been nursing it. I apologize.
All right.
Nothing has sold. You know, I chugged the first 2.
Gotta start lowering prices on stuff.
I guess these are IPAs too, and they're not meant to be chugged. I learned that.
I don't care.
Oh, jeez. Says the man who's drinking PBR.
Tonight.
All right, real quick, Duane. Show me your alcohol volume percentage.
Yeah.
Minus 7.2.
No.
Show me your can. What's your can say?
No.
Are you afraid?
No, what is PBR? It's like 3.1 or
No,
something?
it's 3.2. It's 3.2.
3.2. So mine is more than double yours.
It doesn't. I can't.
So
I can't
this
say
is really
that,
like 6.
It's 3.2.
Your guys' beer does taste different. It's so weird because I can buy Canadian Budweiser and American Budweiser, and it's completely different tasting beer.
Really?
But Canadian Budweiser is brewed in Canada, so I don't know if that makes a difference.
Well, clearly
It could possibly. It very well could. All right, guys, I'll finish this and get on to my 4th. Jeez, giving me shit.
Or 8th, or whatever you want to call it.
Relax your throat.
You almost had it coming out of his nose.
That's literally what she said.
Hang on, he's coming back. He's coming back.
Oh, man. I'm dying. Oh, my God.
Oh my goodness, I'm laughing so hard I have tears.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's off.
I think we killed John. And Lonnie. They're both bailed.
Yep. I'm just clicking on there, and there's nobody there. Look. Hello. Hello.
2 of them have drank too much already.
Maybe it really did come out his nose, and we just missed it.
Oh no, yeah, it could have.
The only people I've ever met that can drink as much as Canadians are Irish and British people. That's it. When they're over here,
It's a
I've been
national
drinking under the
sport
table
over
by a
here.
few of them.
It is.
Yeah, I've been drinking
Quite
under the table by a few of
seriously.
you guys.
Yeah. I worked on we have in the UK, Camp America is a scheme where we get set up with American kids camps. And we go over to America and we work. So I came over in 1994 and I worked for someone in Pennsylvania teaching kids sailing. But it was just all about going out drinking and teaching Americans how to drink. And oh my God, the shit we got up to was unbelievable. Totally. And the taxis, there's no regulation. So we'd bundle like 10 people in the back of a taxi and go to town, all get wasted. And then, oh, it's just amazing. Yeah. Long time ago, but the best fun I'd ever had.
Yeah,
Sounds like fun.
right.
Yeah, that was good. And I met a few guys. I went to stay with a guy in Brooklyn. I met a girl from Philadelphia. I went to stay in Philadelphia with her. So much fun.
Do you guys have Ubers up there?
Yeah.
Or over there? Yeah.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, we
over-
have Uber too.
I think they're everywhere now.
The
Yeah.
taxi companies hate them here. Hate them. They petitioned
I
against
bet.
them and tried to get city council to stop them from happening. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, they didn't like college
Right, we're
kids
gonna-
making money driving Uber.
Right. Are you okay, John?
Yeah, we need to pick on John. You all right, buddy?
I'm good. Just had to, hit the head and get another beer.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Lonnie's apparently still dead to the world.
Sure.
Yeah, there's nobody there. Look, he's
Maybe he's on the floor, just a little lower on the camera. Still drinking that rum.
Camera just a bit more. Oh, there he is.
It's finally hit him. Oh, yeah, he's back.
Hey, you know what? I just came up with another good question for us for this little chat. I was taking care of something there. So, your biggest business regret. What is y'all's biggest regret as a YouTube content creator? And I want to hear from, I guess, the godfather of this crew, Nick. I want to hear from you first. What is your regret as a content creator?
How the hell am I godfather of this? What?
You've got like 14. Wait, show your coffee cup, Nick, and then I think that'll answer it for everybody. You still have it right there?
Oh, this. Oh, I showed this in my chat earlier. My wife bought me this for Christmas as a joke.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can see that. Hang on, let me highlight me. Yeah, so, but that is seriously not what I think. Biggest regret on YouTube would be not starting earlier.
That's what I was going to say. Yes, exactly.
Apart from that, nothing. But I don't know. It's been amazing for me, and I don't regret anything I put out. So yeah, I don't really have any regrets apart from not having the balls to do it before.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Lonnie? You can answer your own question there, bud.
Well, I wanted to hear from some other people first. Well, I tell you, the one regret that I have, and I have an answer already, I think. The one regret that I have is I've recently started like not doing what I think people expect me to do and kind of trying to do more of just what I want to do.
Yep.
And I've always been myself for the most part. But I've always kind of felt like I was in kind of a box. Well, you're a reseller YouTube creator guy. You have to do this, and this. And I think that I've kind of kept myself a little restricted. I think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people in this, they want to get on YouTube and they see what other people do, and they say, okay, well, that's the roadmap, that's the formula for being a YouTube creator. You do, you do your hauls, you do your pickup videos, you do X, Y, Z, and not that those things are bad, because I still do those and I'm still going to continue to. But I think I haven't brought enough of myself to this platform yet. And I think I need to do more of that. And I think a lot of us do really. Like, I think I kept myself kind of in a box, I think I need to be more creative. That's my regret so far, but I can change it, and it's one of those things. I don't really regret it. You learn as you go. And I think I've been too cognizant of like responses that I get and likes and dislikes, and I'm getting a shitload of dislikes now, and I actually feel good about that. Like, I want to do stuff that makes people kind of mad sometimes, or makes people think, or whatever, because like it's always like 6 or 7 dislikes per video. So I know it's the same ones. They're still freaking watching, so I don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Lonnie, I get dislikes within seconds of uploading a video.
Yeah.
Before they could have even watched it.
It hurts your feelings at first, though, doesn't it? When it first starts.
Fuck, to be fair.
That's so true. That's so true. Who gives a fuck?
I totally get what you're saying, and I've been there, but you can't have a reactive channel. If you react to all of the feedback, some feedback is great, but if you're just a reactionary channel, you're not anything. You're just bouncing around like a ping pong ball. You're not you, are you?
Nope.
And people come and people watch you, particularly Lonnie, because you're a personality. You are who you are. That's why we keep watching. No matter what you might think, it's because it's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
we love you, man.
Yeah, but then you think,
we love you, Lonnie.
But the thing is, I think that, okay, I've kind of held back some and kind of been like an actor to some extent. But now if I really show the real me, am I still going to get an audience? You know what I mean? It's like kind of in the back of your head. It's always kind of I don't know. Jory, what do you think about this? I see you scratching your chin.
Well, I think if you acted something out or trying to be a different way and someone is negative against it, you're probably not going to feel as bad because you go, oh, well, shit, that didn't work. I maybe shouldn't have done it that way. But if you're you and then someone doesn't like it, I think maybe it'll affect you more because like, well, now you're just attacking my personality. But I mean, I don't, just not to swear, but I don't have too many fucks given about what people think or want to say about me.
Exactly.
Film me. And I think after a while, people see through the BS if you're just trying to be a fake person and not who you actually are. You know, it might be catchy at first, but after a while,
I think
they'll
you're
realize
right.
it's not actually you.
Right, and dislikes aren't a bad thing in the eyes of YouTube. I mean, it
No.
still means people are watching you.
Everything, right? You can't please everyone. There's stuff I watch that I end up not liking, so it's
You shouldn't try to please everyone too. You should do it for you, honestly. I mean, that's the main thing. And you know, if people enjoy watching it, that's great. And if they don't, then that's okay too. You know.
Well, I just started my YouTube channel, so and I actually asked people, you know, if you don't like what I'm doing, dislike, but also give me a comment. And I know that's naive of me to think that they will, but you know, because I want the feedback, I want to make my channel better. You know, like I'm having John's wife on. That's going to make my channel better.
Oh, I got to tell her you said that, Duane.
Although after tonight, I don't know. If, you know, after the shirt and everything, I don't know. Anyway, but no, really, I mean, to me, it's constructive criticism. It's like it's cool, but actual comments would be more helpful.
yeah. Oh, and I enjoy constructive criticism or a good debate.
Yeah, absolutely.
I enjoyed that any day. It's when people go, you know, you're an asshole because you wear a yellow hat. Okay. Usually don't let it bug me, but you know, stuff like that, I don't give those people the attention or the time of day. Who really cares? They're gonna think what they think regardless.
Right, Lonnie?
No, I mean it's true, but the thing is, like, I've noticed, like, whenever you're like, as your channel grows, though, Jory, like, subs, and you're coming up to 1,000 probably in the next month or two. Below 1,000 subs, it's mostly like everybody loves you for whatever. I don't know why it is. I've seen that. I've noticed everybody loves you until you get a little bit of a following, and then people start to pile on once they see some momentum going. I think like Nick sees that big time, and I know like Nick's co-host on their Tuesday show, Nick.
Yeah.
Zahir, he sees it a lot. I see a lot of guys see that once they get some momentum going, the hate just increases. So,
but you know what that is, don't you? It's just jealousy.
Oh yeah,
it's pathetic.
That's all it is. Insecurities in their own life, so they got to think about people that are.
Yeah, and you get to a certain size on YouTube, and people resent that for whatever reason, or they reflect themselves in you, and they're like, oh, why can't I have that? And it's like, yeah. So you just have to remember what I try and think with YouTube is most people don't comment, most people don't give you a thumbs up or whatever, but they watch, and they watch for a reason because they like you, they like your content, and then you got a handful or 20 or 30 trolls in my case that are very vocal and say it all. If I react to them, I'm ignoring all the people that actually enjoy what I do, and I'm doing them a disservice.
Yeah, for sure.
So I block and I ban, and I couldn't give whatever I said before.
I'll be excited to get my first real troll.
Excited. That's when you know you made it, Jory.
Why aren't you doing anything?
Well, that's what they
about
say,
it?
right? Measure your success by the amount of haters you have.
Yeah, it's a badge of honor.
Yep.
yeah. It's just like it's kind of a shift though, because you can, like, I went for almost a year without having any haters at all, and then all of a sudden I'm getting like, you know, a hater a week that I'm having to block and all that. And I'm having to block them on multiple places too, like YouTube and Facebook. And then, you know, I'll have a chat come in and I'll have to block that too. So it's kind of weird, but it's hard to not let that affect you. Right. Like,
They're just jealous, Lonnie.
I don't know. I was
Yeah.
never that way. Even in high school and elementary school, if kids bullied me or tried to make fun of me, I could just turn around and make fun of myself.
Okay, I have to stop and interrupt you. I'm so sorry, but you need to do something about that chat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to straighten that out, Jory.
Yeah,
it's
so
real bad.
there's a comment in Canada. If you say you're fucking the dog,
Oh
you're
my
being a
God, that's not
lazy
what I'm
person.
talking about.
Fuck the host, Tonya.
No, I'm talking about. I don't want
I
to
know.
try to say this person's name.
I think it's some kind of saying though. Go ahead and let Jory talk.
Which saying are we
Okay.
talking about? Like dog fucking?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah, that's if you're
goodness.
so in
Oh,
Canada.
man.
That's being lazy. If you're a lazy person here, you're a dog fucker.
Oh,
That's what
man.
we'll call you. Funny story. Dealership I used to work at. One of the detailers was a super lazy person. We had a Christmas party. All of us had our pictures on the wall for you to win prizes. The lazy detailer had a picture of 2 dogs fucking with an X through it. Because he was a lazy guy, so we called him a dog fucker.
Oh my
So, I mean,
goodness.
us Canadians got pretty tough skin. You work in a shop and you're a lazy person, you're called a dog fucker all day. So
This is why we
Oh,
keep the show
Jordan.
to an hour, folks.
Jory, you need a moderator.
I think I clicked the adult
Moderator,
button somewhere, so it's okay.
So tonight we've learned knackered and dog fucker.
Oh,
I've got all this ammunition now for this week. New
What I don't get
words.
is why
Better
is
than a goat.
why is being a dog fucker equated with lazy? What?
because
No
you,
idea.
you couldn't bother to find a human.
I
You
don't know
didn't
where
put,
it's stemming from.
Oh, okay.
you didn't put
Going
the
into
effort into finding a human
The
being.
whole psychological of this, or what? I mean, really?
Lots
Well,
of things
that
in
does
there, but we call cigarettes darts. Why we call them darts, I have no idea.
Darts.
A dart's
yeah.
something you throw, but yeah, if you smoke a cigarette here in Canada, you smoke a dart.
I get
Going
it
out
now.
for car rides, out for a rip. I don't know. We have lots of weird things here.
Out for a rip. Yeah, that video, man. That's the funniest video. Oh my gosh.
But that's a real saying. We all say that. If you're going to ride an ATV, a snowmobile, or anything like that, you're going out for a rip on a sled, out for a rip.
For a
on an
rip.
ATV.
Going out for a rip, are you, bud?
Out for a rip, bud.
Well, we call cigarettes fags, which confuses
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of British family, so I've heard a lot of the British terminology, so I know a lot of it too.
Yeah. Yeah, my American friends, when I worked over there briefly, found it hilarious. Just about everything I said was hilarious.
Oh, we laugh at you too, Nick. Oh, need some more beer.
So I guess going back to what Lonnie said about regrets and content making, I think it was like a week ago. I looked back at like the first few videos I made. Oh my god, those were terrible. They're so bad. I almost thought about taking them down,
No, don't do it.
but I was like, no, I'll leave them up there. It'll kind of remind me of,
Yeah.
you know, what it was like when I made shit videos that no one wanted to watch.
Everybody has first videos that they're not totally proud of.
Yeah. I didn't know
you
what I
just
was
cringe
doing.
at 'em.
Yeah. It's bad, really, really bad. So anybody watching, don't go watch my first like 5 videos.
We're all
They're
gonna go watch
they're
now.
Yeah, way to go.
No.
Way to plug those videos, buddy.
Really bad.
I'm going right now.
Yeah, start
Deleting,
spamming the link to his
delete,
first videos.
delete.
I always watch the first video for everybody that I ever watch. I watch the first video. Always have.
Mine was a vacuum or something. The camera was sideways halfway through it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Audio cut out partway through.
Shit, your audio cut out partway through in the reseller 6-pack
Yeah, it
number
did.
1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Using my phone, I think it got too hot because when I grabbed my phone, it damn near burnt my hand.
Oh god.
Just trying to do too much stuff all at once.
So those cheap smartphones they're making in Canada.
Tonya, what is your content creator regret? I want to hear this one.
Whenever Nick said that's exactly what I was thinking in my head too. I was thinking I wish I would have started sooner. Yeah, definitely, because people like Cian, Save, and Thelma, I mean, they've been around for a long time. Reagan, all of those people. So I wish, and that's how I got started on YouTube, you know, was I found people like the ones I just mentioned. And so, yep, wish I would have started sooner.
So why didn't you?
I just didn't even know about YouTube. I didn't know that there were people like us doing this.
I totally agree with that, Tonya. I had no idea all these weirdos were out there just like me doing all this reselling
Right?
stuff.
It's like, oh my God, I found my people.
My pack. They're here. My pack.
Yeah, my wife
Guys,
can only
we
take
have
so
to-
much of it, hearing what you sell and what you buy. So it's nice to talk to other people that actually share the same
Absolutely.
sort of
Yes.
thing.
Look, can I read Sharking Mom Deals in here? She says, lots of people have an opinion on how seasoned of a reseller you should be before starting content. That's why I won't. That's a really good statement there. And, you know, I was a noob when I first put my own video. I still am a noob. You know, only 3 years in. To Nick, I would be a noob, or to Tonya. Tonya's been doing this a long time. Be a noob. I don't think you have to have a certain number of years under your belt or money made.
Absolutely not. Honestly, a big reason I do the YouTube and I, chronicle this is to just kind of log my journey of reselling for myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that years down the road, I can go back and look on it. If people want to watch it, that's great. Yeah, if people learn stuff along the way, that's cool. But honestly, Sharking Mom Deals, if that's what's holding you back, don't let it stop you. Don't worry about what other people are saying, because you might know some things that nobody else knows. And you could really teach some people about your knowledge. It might only be, one or two things if you haven't been doing it that long, but don't let that hold you back. I'd say definitely take the plunge and just start making content.
Yeah, and she has lots of experience. I've seen her post, so I don't know what she's talking about. You need to get started.
Being I'm the biggest newbie here. I mean, I can't think of anybody on the panel that started their YouTube channel after me. But you know what? The one thing I have learned through all of it is it's really not the knowledge that you have; it's the personality you bring. Like everybody else has already said, is you may know things that other people don't, and the way you portray it makes a big difference to a lot of people. They may look at Lonnie, and this is just a Lonnie, and Lonnie does something that they don't like, but the information
Like his
is there.
hat. Like his hat. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah.
So he may do something where, that they just don't like his personality for some reason. The information is there, but the personality that they like is not. So they'll go to another station or channel and get the same information, but in a way that they can feel comfortable with.
Watching somebody they like, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more about personality than content. Obviously, if you don't have good content, you're not going to last real long. But your personality is what sells your channel.
I think you're right, Duane. I've seen some videos where people don't even show themselves. They just kind of show what they found.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot harder to connect with them, because they're just kind of showing what they bought and they're never in the shot. But me personally, Lonnie was one of the first ones I watched. I've been doing these interviews, and Lonnie was the first one I interviewed because he was like the second YouTuber I started following and watching, because I enjoyed it so much, because I liked his personality and I could tell he was very genuine. And I think that's you're dead on right there. People connect to the people's personalities on YouTube for sure.
Yeah,
that was one of the things I wanted to ask the panel here is down the line, who was the first person that got you into the YouTube thing, whether you were doing content or just watching it? Nick, who is the first person that you remember? Hey, this makes sense. This is the stuff with me.
I think I was quite late to YouTube as a whole. And when I discovered YouTube, and then I discovered people were talking about what I've been doing for the last decade at that point. It was Dallas Moore. I don't know if you guys ever.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yep, absolutely.
Wonderful guy. He inspired me. I learned from him. And it was also like, holy crap, you're doing what I do. And
right?
Hello. You're out there somewhere. And then at that time, there was Gil Daddy.
Yeah, I remember Gil Daddy.
And there was Bonafide Hustler and others. But the first couple were, Dallas Moore was a big inspiration. And because he was so open about just saying, this is what I do, this is how I do it. When I go to a thrift store, avoid this, buy this. I was like, wow, that's so honest. It's so open. And I felt I've been doing this at that point well over a decade. And I thought I've got something to offer. And they inspired me to do it.
That's awesome. Totally. So what about you, Tonya?
Definitely Steve Rakin and Chris, Bonafide Hustler, because I got started in the green room, and then from there I just I met a lot of people and found a lot of channels that way too.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's funny how that works. You find one channel and it leads you to another channel and it leads you to this other group of people. And then that leads you to just the way it networks out is so impressive.
Just end up down the rabbit hole.
What about you, Lonnie?
Wait, first I want to read, I'm going to answer your question, I promise. But first I want to read Thelma's.
I think you need a shot.
Dude, I'm pretty.
Oh, man.
I'm pretty right now.
I don't care. And your point is?
You get him, Duane.
Duane, if you're going to make him do a shot, you better chug a beer with him.
All right.
Let's do it.
Go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. You know why I bought
now
the
you
rum?
talk.
You didn't crush on your forehead.
I bought the rum instead of the vodka because of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I kept seeing those pirates, and I know they drink rum like crazy.
Good thinking, Lonnie. Go ahead and answer
You're
your
all
question.
culturalized
Okay.
going to Walt Disney World.
So let me first read. I want to read Thelma's statement here. I agree, Lonnie. This is a give and take forum. She was talking about how you don't have to have a ton of experience to start a YouTube channel. Reselling. I love watching people who are just learning anything, and I think that is a really great point Thelma made there, because you can learn so much by watching the world through the eyes of a child, right?
Mm-hmm.
And watch how children approach things, because they don't have any preconceived notions of how things should work. They don't have, any of these biases or anything. They just attack the problem head on, and they use their problem solving skills.
I was going to
right?
say, Lonnie, it's because you can identify. And I think a lot of people identified with you because you were showing yourself from the beginning. And the same with my good friend Zahir. He's shown his really difficult battle with it, going full time and struggling financially. And people can relate to that. It's sometimes hard to relate to someone like me who's been doing it for 15 years and I'm comfortable and it's all good and happy days. Because that's not everyone's reality. And it's not when you start.
Right. No, that's true. Although, to actually answer the question, Duane, Nic Hills was the first reseller I watched, which is pretty crazy and pretty awesome when you think about the world we're living in now, that the first watched lives who knows how many thousand miles away across the ocean there. And they don't call it Clue, they call it Cluedo.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. And Nick has, I know Nick probably has 20 Cluedos there.
That's one.
Did y'all know that?
Cluedo.
Cluedo, what the heck?
That's weird.
Exactly.
Yeah. Harry Potter, Cluedo. That's what
And Nick,
and it was a British guy. It's a British guy that created it, so it's actually called Cluedo. You guys messed it up.
I think it was some kind of licensing or trademark issue or something like that. I read something about it. But I like Nic Hills so much when I started watching him that I got past all the vernacular and all that and all the cultural differences so I could watch Nick. And I had literally, guys, when I first started watching, I was in Google once every 5 to 10 minutes. What the hell does that? It took me forever to find out the difference between a quid and a pound and all. And I was like, oh, it's the same shit. It's just like $1 and $1, right? And it was like that over and over and over. But now I think I could get by just fine in England. I really feel that way. And Tonya let this.
You'll be fine.
I think you should go over there and film it, Lonnie. All of your experience interacting with everyone.
Yeah. I got to tell you, man, the UK subs I have on my channel, they're the best people on my channel. I love them. I think I could get along just fine there.
Okay, so Jory, what about you?
The two first people I started watching were the Craigslist Hunter, Pete, and Dallas Moore. And I started watching Dallas Moore because of that cast he bought for the Atari consoles because I'm big into video games, and then that kind of put me down the rabbit hole of reselling. So I was like, wait, he makes how much just selling used shit on the side? And then, typing in YouTube how to sell on eBay, and then just getting lists of people, and it kind of expanded.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Nice.
Wasn't it Commodore 64?
Or Commodore 64, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, so that's when he kind of stopped doing videos, I guess, because he got so busy.
Sure, after that, yeah.
But yeah, that was an amazing find.
I bought one of the colored cases so that I could mod one of my Commodores. Because he had all those cool clear cases and stuff, yeah.
Nice.
That's so cool.
Very cool. What about you, John?
First one I watched was Craigslist Hunter, and what's really funny is a friend of mine who was really interested in all my reselling adventures was like, yeah, there's a guy called Craigslist Hunter that I watch, and he's really cool. So I got on and started watching him, and I'll be honest, I was really taken aback because he just seemed so genuine and like up front. I mean, he had shots of his shop and everything he was doing, and he was kind of showing you what he was doing, and a little bit of like trying to teach and kind of inform people on what to buy and what not to buy. And I just thought it was awesome. I was like, this is so cool. Maybe I really should start, filming some of this stuff. But, before you do your first video, you have no idea what you're doing. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to film. Like, what do people want to see? Like, nobody's going to be interested in what I'm doing. So that's what's really hard, is just kind of figuring out what part of what you do that you want to show and that might help people. And that's what I'm constantly struggling with.
You know what's funny, John, is that when I think of who you are most like, it's probably Craigslist Hunter, because you're not like any of the rest of us. You actually have a brick and mortar business. And the rest of us are, Nick has had brick and mortar businesses, but the rest of us are primarily, we just go out and get shit and bring it back to our domicile and sell it from there. You actually have a brick and mortar business just like Pete does. So that's why I told you early on, you have like great potential on YouTube, because you are like, a lot like Pete.
Yeah, I see a lot of myself in Pete, I guess. He's out there hustling every day. Good God, that guy works freaking hard. I mean, he's doing all the work on his own house, which is just incredible. I mean, I saw the video of him the other day, like driving that Bobcat around and doing all that. It's like, man, I'm building a house and I'm not doing anything. Like, we're just, everybody else is doing all that stuff. I can't imagine trying to actually do work on my new house while I'm doing my business too. Like, that's nuts.
It sucks.
Yeah, I can imagine, Jory. I do not envy you.
That's why no videos have been put out for a bit.
Yeah. I miss your videos too, man. I mean, anybody that's in the chat, if you have not seen Jory's videos, go back into his channel, all right? Go back and look at his videos. The guy puts out a lot of good stuff. He knows what he's talking about. He will teach you about electronics and video games and things that you might not know a lot about. Like, I just bought an old IBM typewriter the other day because of Jory. I would have looked past it. But since I saw it in his video, I was like, well, this might sell. And sure enough, it's worth like $100.
Yeah, I got a typewriter this weekend too for $5.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice blue logo IBM. Those are the ones you want to look for.
Yeah, I bought one today for £3. It was a shop.
Okay.
Nice. Looks like everybody buying typewriters.
I have a new question. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
So,
No.
What is it that your channel, and I want to hear everybody's answers because I don't have an answer for me yet. What is it that your channel, and I'm talking to you that's watching right now, what is it you do that nobody else on YouTube does? What do you bring that's unique? Tonya, I'll start with you.
Oh, Lord, I was still thinking.
Okay.
Why do you think we put
It's okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure other people do this, but like when I do my garage sale things, I try and show like the garage sale I'm going to and maybe some tables at the garage sale. And I noticed, lately I've not been showing everything I get at every single garage sale because some of my subscribers got onto me because I might have been going like 10 miles per hour down to the next sale and I was showing stuff while I was driving. So I don't always have time to stop and show everything that I bought because I'm like, oh my God, look at the time. I got to go. I don't have time to be stopping and showing. So but I try to, at the end of the video, try and show everything that I got. So
Getting live footage of the yard sale is very difficult, but the fact that you do it is really cool.
Yeah, and sometimes I slack. Like I started to do it this weekend, and I was just like, and I probably got like, I don't know, maybe I'll still upload it. It's not a whole lot of footage, but it's a little bit. But sometimes, I just like get tired of myself. I'm like, oh my goodness, I mean, I wonder if people get bored of seeing the same things over and over. Like, here I am going to some garage sales again, like I do every Saturday.
Your subs keep going up,
Tonya,
Tonya, so I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, I hope
Tonya,
not.
What you do is hard, and that's why there's not a lot of people doing it. Because I tried doing that for a couple of weeks, and I was like, forget this shit. I'd rather just turn my camera on and do a live show, because going out in the field and like recording the stuff and then coming back and compiling it all together, that's hard work.
Yeah.
So I mean, I respect what you do. I see that's unique for sure. Until John started doing it. Wait,
I love John's videos too.
Wait, John's not even here. I just called him a plagiarist, and he's not even here.
Well,
he's not a plagiarist.
The show where everybody has to take periodic bathroom breaks.
Yes, I need one too. Wow. Duane, are you okay, dude? Do I need to call Heather in here? Is she still in the chat?
Upstairs. I don't know if she's still in. She probably got bored and went to bed.
So, Nick, what is it you do that's unique, or did you just invent it all anyway? So everything is unique.
I don't really know. I was trying to think when you said the question. I think, at least for UK channels, what I think I started and what I really love about our channel is we get other resellers in. I love to talk to other people. It's why I got you involved, Lonnie, about a year ago or whenever. And for me, it's about finding other people that are like-minded, finding out their background, why they do this, their story. And for me, that's what I love about my channel, is that it's opened me up to other people, and it's, it's kind of spread the love, and it's that whole thing of, finding people, getting to know them, and then, so that's what it's about for me. And at least in the UK, I think that's what my channel's become. It's become a hub for where people come, and people then learn about other channels through my channel, which I'm more than happy.
Does that feel like a big responsibility, Nick? Like, do you ever feel like you're carrying the entire weight of the UK reseller community on your shoulders?
Wow, he does now.
Not until you spelt it out like that.
Right?
No, because I don't take myself seriously. And we are insignificant in YouTube, and we are just, I'm just a bloke. This is what I say. This is my line. I'm just a bloke selling secondhand crap on eBay. If you want to watch me, watch me.
Yeah. You know what? You can say that.
That's it.
Nick, that's a bunch of bullshit, though, because you can say that, and in the scope of all of YouTube, it's true. But in the scope of the world that I'm including the chat and the viewers, it's actually not true in our little bubble.
Right. You're a big fish in a little sea in the reselling community.
No, but the fact that I am, no matter how big I might be in this tiny community, I am still just a bloke selling secondhand crap on eBay. Whether you think I'm a big deal or not, it's all bullshit. You can dig me up all you like. Right?
If that's how you deal with it, Nick, we'll let you deal with it like that. Okay?
It's reality, Ronnie. It's reality.
What about you, Duane? What is it you bring that's unique? But I gotta say that your idea, and Jory, I'm sorry for taking over your freaking show, man.
It's all good. It's all good.
I think we all took a turn taking it over. So,
Duane, your idea with the spouse angle, I think, is like brilliant, man. But
yeah, that is cool.
You bring that is unique to YouTube.
You know what? I honestly don't know. I've only got 2 videos total. So, I mean, I'm still, I try and bring something a little different, whether, like my last video was with Nathan, a guy that a lot of people know, but they've never really talked, he's never been the focus of a show to where he was interviewed. So I wanted to bring that out because I had, with being in the Walking Picker as a co-host, he was one of the favorites. Everybody's like, oh, I could listen to this guy for hours, right? So I thought, well, it's great. I'll put him on first, mainly for 2 reasons. 1, because he's a great guest, and 2, it makes it so that I don't really have a whole lot of work to do because he did a lot of the talking. I did very little. I just kind of aimed him a little bit and let him go. So
it worked well, and I wondered how it was going to work because he's a talker, right?
He is.
So,
he really is, and it's hard to get him to go that way and for a short time, and then say, okay, let's go over here now. And we only have an hour, so I'd love to listen to him talk for a long time. But
well, this is the thing. We're not talk show hosts, and we have to learn it on the fly.
Right,
Seriously,
right.
It's not, and you've just learned it's not easy. And I've done like 70, 80 odd live shows, and it's not an easy job to moderate that whole thing.
But Nick, I don't know if everybody on this panel knows or not, but you've actually been on network television.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Whoa, really?
Did everybody here know that?
I did not know that.
I did know that.
I did not know that.
It was a tiny little slot.
Yeah,
what was
whatever.
it on, Nick?
Don't play it down, Nick. It was on the BBC.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you
Oh.
that you're really you're growing into that mug right as we're speaking here.
The Richard
So what was
Hammond of
the-
reselling.
Tell us the context of it, Nick. What was it?
A BBC producer contacted myself and 2 of my reseller friends from the UK, wanted us to appear in a kind of a segment in a show about making money and being frugal and all of those things. And we agreed to it, and we went to a car boot sale, and they filmed us picking up what we could with money that they gave us. And then they came back and they filmed us saying what we'd sold it for and how much money we made. And they
Wow.
competition, and that was
That's
it.
awesome.
It was about 10 minutes worth of footage in a half-hour daytime TV show. But
Were you already on YouTube when that happened?
Yeah, I'd been on YouTube about a year and a half. Yeah,
What did you see with like your subscriber base from that?
they hated it.
Oh, you didn't gain a bunch of subscribers from it?
No. I got so much trolling and crap. I wish I hadn't done it in some senses. Yeah.
Wow.
People were like,
hard for
"This
them
is the
saying-
end of what we do because you're talking about it on telly. This is the end of reselling. You've shared all the secrets."
Oh gosh.
All that-
Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, I had threats. I had X, Y, and Z. It was awful. Yeah.
I
That's a
remember
bunch
it,
of
man.
baloney.
It is. I could tell you every single thing I sell, and not everyone's going to put in the work and effort to do it. So I'm not.
No, they won't.
Right.
People that know what I do.
This is entertainment for most people. It's not going to change anything. And there's plenty of stuff to go around. There really is.
Yeah.
Especially at the profit margins we're looking at. I mean, if you're talking RA where the profit margins are so small, then yes, I can see being a little bit, secretive. But when you're making 10 times your money or 5 times your money, I mean, really, serious? How many people are going to actually find those little you found, John? I mean, really? And
Yeah,
if they
it's-
do, is that really going to affect you?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
honestly, it's a numbers game. If you go to 40 or 50 garage sales in a day, and every single person you're asking, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? Everybody's going to have something that you need, whether they brought it out or not. You've just got to really kind of plunge into them and like figure out what they have that you need. And then they'll bring it out of their
I used
house
to
and
do-
sell to you.
I used to do door-to-door sales, and every no was closer to a yes, right?
Yeah, every no's closer to a yes.
That's the mindset. It's all about mindset in this.
Definitely.
You know what? I saw something in the Reseller Society Facebook group the other day that said if you aren't hearing the word no a lot, and Tonya is laughing right now.
Oh, I'm just reading what you said in the side chat.
I know. I knew that's what it was. But anyway, the Facebook group, that somebody put, if you aren't hearing the word no a lot, then you're doing it wrong. Then you're not asking enough. You're not asking for a low enough discount or whatever it is. You're not asking for enough favor to be bestowed upon you for them to like really say no. If you're not hearing no enough, then you're not getting enough. Right? I mean,
yeah, you're not pushing the envelope enough.
Exactly. Yes.
If
That's
you
a
give
really
them an
good point.
offer and they say yes right away, it means you probably could have got it for cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, John, like John was saying, he sold those things in 10 minutes. Now you're looking back thinking, damn it, I should have, priced those up a little bit. I mean, it's the same kind of thing. You know, you kind of you don't want it to sell in 10 minutes because you do want the money, but you also think, damn, if it sells in 10 minutes, then I obviously underpriced it. It's that kind of stuff. I'm just picking on you, John, because I know that happened here recently. I'm just saying that it's kind of the same thing where you're not pushing that envelope. You could have probably got more. You probably could have in a shorter, long time.
Yeah,
went.
I think we all know that, and
Mhm.
we're all playing that game, aren't we? Of where we pitch our products, and I'm somewhere in between the two, wait and quick flip, and I have a whole range.
sure.
I'm not so
somewhere in between.
I'm not so concerned about the value. It's more what I paid for it.
Right.
Because if it sells for 100, they can dump it for 80 and sell it same day. I'll dump it I'll just list it for 80 and get rid of it same day.
And also,
Instead
there's
of
a
holding out
business
for an extra
model.
$20-$30.
Yeah, I totally agree. And there's a business model everywhere down that line that works. There's
Yeah.
the flippers here that flip X amount more than we do, and they're comfortable and they're happy. And then there's the people that sit and wait and will never budge their price.
Yeah.
Happy it works, and you just find what works for you. I've said it 1,000 times, and it's so true.
That would be like your guy Ken Chapman over there in the UK, right? He would be the king of the long tail, right, Nick?
Yeah, he buys random crazy stuff at auction and he puts it on. He waits for 2 or 3 years till it sells, but he's sitting on 8,000 or 9,000 items or something.
Oh my gosh.
There may be one person on the entire planet that wants this thing that this man has.
Right.
And he's not even signed up on. He doesn't even have internet yet. Ken is waiting for this person to actually sign up for internet and then find eBay and then buy his product. That's where he's at. And then there's me. If something lasts like 72 hours, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with my listing?
Yeah.
What's going on?
And there's merit in both. Honestly, there's merit in both of those. Because if you can wait at the highest price, you're going to get that highest price. But maybe you waited a year. In the meantime, I sold this item cheap, reinvested that money, bought another thing, sold it again, and I've made 10 times as much in the same time. There's two arguments.
So, absolutely. I mean, perfect example is your video game. I know we always come back to it because it's like the, whoa. But had you, like you said, you listed it. And if you'd waited, I mean, if you would have sold it then, you'd have been upset. But you found out, you was like, oh my God, okay. And so you let it go.
He actually would have been happy, Duane. He would have been happy to sell it for 100 or whatever.
Only if I didn't later find out.
Right, exactly. Until you found out that it got snookered. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
So every business model is different. I think everybody here, even if you're a quick flipper, there are times when you have something that you hold on to for more money than you can flip it quick for.
Yeah.
I think the bread and butter stuff is what the main differentiates you between a quick flipper and a slow dime guy. If you hold on to it for a while or if you just roll it. So, but yeah, those collectible things, I mean, that's typically going to be a little bit longer tail to get that extra money.
It depends on the item too, Duane. I mean, each thing's different. I know video games I can list basically at selling price and they're going to sell instantly, but other things, if I look at the completed and solds and 10% of them sold, then yeah, I'm going to put it at a low price to try to move it.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, no, I agree. And that's the great thing is that everybody's business model is different, and how you read those facts, those metrics that eBay gives us, you run your business. It's great.
For sure. Okay, my turn. I have to be the toddler in the room and throw everything off topic here, but I have something that's driving me bananas. Jory, I have to know what that picture is behind you. What is that?
Abstract art. Here, you want a closer look at it?
Sure.
It looks really shiny because of the light on it.
I thought it was some kind of a jaguar or something.
Sorry, Tonya. I didn't mean to be talking over you all the time.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
not.
what the hell,
Don't be
Duane?
silly. You're fine.
God, what was I thinking? Shut
There
up.
you go.
Wait. Oh, yeah, that's neat.
Let me put it on Jory a minute. Hang on, I didn't see. Oh, he's put it back.
Jory, did you paint that?
Nick, you're not in control of this. You can't lock it.
You're not locked on Jory now.
I was thinking the same thing. He said that earlier, and I'm like, how did he lock it if he didn't hang out?
So if I highlight someone, does it not lock it now?
No,
For you it does. Maybe.
I look like
Yeah,
a
for you
right,
it does.
I look like a right idiot earlier then.
Oh,
That's really neat, Jory.
everything's supposed to be U.S. centric, right? But actually, it was Nick centric.
Because I can highlight these little windows down here, and I thought that locked it on the person.
Only if you're running the hangout. Like if Jory did it, it would.
Well, why does it let me actually highlight it?
Speaking of that, guys, it's 8:52. Whose channel is the show be on next?
Oh, that's a good question.
9:52 here.
Dwayne's.
What I do?
No. What about
Dwayne's.
Nick? What about Nick?
Ooh, yeah, Nick.
What? What have I done?
Nick.
So that would be.
What have I done now?
It's not what you've done. It's what you're going to do.
Oh, don't ask.
So we're going to take off next Sunday, right?
Yes, we have
For
to.
the reseller rally. Yep.
Okay, so then that would be Sunday, June the 25th.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
On Nick's channel?
If
Maybe.
he wants to. If he wants to.
Yeah, if I'm here, I'm happy to do
No.
that.
Whoa. We can't have conditional.
If I'm on holiday, we've got several things lined up, so I need to check dates.
Oh gosh, we're way down the priority list.
Right? We're not even up there with whatever he's got going. I mean, serious.
No. If I'm not in this house, I can't do it. That's all it is. But yeah, I would imagine that's cool. And I'll do
The
that.
UK celebrity. We'll have to call his agent and try and book some time.
Oh, yeah.
Have our people call his people, and his people will get back to us. And
That's just how it is, when you hit 12,000 subs. Yeah, no, that's cool. Excellent.
So, Nick, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about hosting this show in the UK?
More than happy. Yeah.
So
you're gonna bring all these drunk Americans over to your channel? That's kind of scary.
I know, and that's the reason I was asking that, Nick, is that I remember a while back. I haven't seen this guy lately, but I remember you catching a little flack because your show wasn't UK. He said that your show was inviting too many foreigners in other words, like US types.
Really?
Was his guest
Yes.
Trump? Just didn't want any foreigners in?
No, come on.
The mistake you made there was actually reading or acknowledging that comment. I think I would have dismissed that instantly. You see your mistake there, Lonnie?
see, actually, what I think Nick's got going for him is if he hosts the show at the same time, it's 2:00 in the morning, right, in the UK. So nobody's going to watch it in the UK until later anyway. So he's good.
Good point.
True.
None of my subs are watching right now.
Just be chatting.
Oh,
overtaken
but they
by a bunch
will.
of drunk US people.
They will watch, Nick, and you know it.
Yeah.
They'll get that little beep on their phone in the middle of the night, and they'll say, "Oh, Nick's live. I better get on and watch him."
Yeah, must get up and watch this. A load of drunk people.
Half of the UK will wake up at 2 a.m. to watch us. That's awesome.
Hey, Lonnie, I want to see your bottle.
Ooh,
That's a good amount.
That's pretty impressive, dude.
That is good.
Dang, man.
Dude, I'm happy
Well
for
played,
you.
sir.
Sorry, Candace, but good for you, man.
How are you feeling, Lonnie?
I'm feeling I'm pretty sorted out, Nick, as y'all would say over there.
Sorted
hat-
out.
That hat is looking better and better.
I love your hat.
Pissed, right?
I love your hat, man.
Yeah, we say pissed.
Holy shit, we did make it to 2 hours.
Yeah, we did.
Who would have thunk it?
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We have 4 minutes. So.
My husband.
Oh,
was
my
like
thing
it.
says started 2 hours ago, so.
Man, I'm not
All right.
getting up in the morning.
Well, there can't be that many garage sales on a Monday.
No, true. I've got a load of packs.
Sales, I guess.
So, Nick, it's on your channel in 2 weeks from right now. Actually, 1 week, 6 days, and 22 hours from right now. It'll be on Nick's channel.
Impressive
Damn,
math.
that's good math for half a bottle of rum, Lonnie.
Right.
Nice job.
Especially when you
Yes.
couldn't add up to 9 before, so.
Call me Captain Jack Sparrow here.
Oh God.
Yeah, more than happy to host. And hopefully we'll have some of the other guys in. Who are we missing tonight? Chad?
And
Chad and
Ronnie.
Ronnie and Andy.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that'd be
okay. It's okay. I mean, the original plan, when I was talking with John, I was like, dude, these people keep saying yes. I was like, bruh, Ronnie just said yes. And he was like, what? I'm like, yeah, he said yes. And I'm like, Tonya, she said yes. He's like, and Tanya's the one I didn't think would say yes. Tonya, do you remember when I asked you to come on this show?
Yes.
Were you kind of surprised by my reaction to your yes or not?
No, I mean, I was happy to be a part of it. I was honored that you asked.
I was just like, I was asking all these like,
No, you were like, oh crap, everybody said yes. What are we gonna do?
no,
So did you,
no. I was like,
Lonnie, did you imagine you'd throw out, say, like 10 invites and you'd get 3 or 4 people come back?
exactly,
See,
exactly.
he just admitted it.
He
Hey,
casted a
Tonya,
wide
you were
net.
Tonya was the linchpin though. Tonya brings credibility to the show.
Oh, you're sweet. I don't know why, but okay, I'll take it.
No, she does.
She does.
Because
Take that.
the female, if we didn't have a female counterpart to this show, we would be just a bunch of dudes.
Take it too
right?
out of hand.
We would be a bunch of dudes just getting drunk, and that's not really that hard to find.
Yeah.
This is
Right.
true.
I will tell you that I've learned a whole lot in our private 6-pack chat.
You can't talk about that.
No,
You
there,
can never talk about
there
that.
Okay.
is no private chat.
Okay.
It's like a Fight Club, yeah. First rule of the private chat. You don't talk about the private chat.
Second
we
rule of
really-
the private chat. We do not talk about the private chat.
We really need to have something. We need to have something drafted for this.
What private chat are you
Exactly.
talking about? Yeah.
Exactly, Nick. I don't know what they're talking about either.
What are y'all talking about? A draft?
But,
Did you say?
No, not a giraffe. A draft from my lawyer.
It's one of those
saying
two
talk
weapons
about
deal.
it doesn't exist.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
What you got, Nick? What is
Oh,
that?
what is that, Nick?
He's so cute.
This is My Little Pony.
That's a big My Little
Are
Pony.
you a brony?
Oh no, Nick's a brony.
No,
thinking.
no.
Oh no!
I like them if they make money. Otherwise, couldn't stand them.
Some of them old My Little Ponies can make you some bank.
Seriously,
Is that
yeah.
a Build-A-Bear, Nick?
It is actually, yeah, which aren't
Yeah.
actually that profitable.
My daughter has that one, I think.
Oh, cool. It's Applejack. See, I know too much.
What's it
No.
called?
Applejack.
No, Tonya knows too much. That's impressive. And resellers are smart. You know that? We have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
That's impressive. My
She has
little
a pink one,
daughter,
too. Yeah.
she used to sing the song. She used to go, "My little pony, my little pony." And then she do the
No,
stop.
keep going, Lonnie. Keep
And then
going.
I am.
Come on, keep going.
I am.
Finish the
Shut
song.
up. And then she go, ah. You know how they do the ah thing at the end? So,
Nope, I don't know how they do that.
but you're gonna find out.
Me neither.
That little girl is gonna grow up. So
And she's gonna get into My Little Pony. I'm gonna teach her about the Reds and garage selling and everything not related to My Little Pony. Hopefully,
she'll like that.
When my
too,
kid's
but
born,
she
he's watching
will.
drag racing videos and hockey.
that's awesome. And
They
Trailer
need,
Park
like-
Boys.
And Trailer Park Boys, yeah.
They need like a reseller princess, right? Like some little doll,
you.
like she's gonna flip her toys and like sell it to Dora. And
Reseller Barbie.
Reseller.
you heard it here first.
Tanya, you are
You need
the
a patent that.
reseller princess. Did you ever think of that?
I love you.
Did you ever think of that?
No, I didn't.
You are. I mean, who else
Well,
is there?
you are representing your entire gender in this panel. So just think of that.
Now there's some responsibility. It's
Right?
just you and all of us.
All right, guys, we've officially
Nick
gone
only has a
over
continent.
2 hours. We might want to end this thing.
Yes, please,
2 hours
God.
and 2
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Walk-in Picker. Walk-in Picker got me fucked up tonight.
What happened to
God.
your
Fucking Walker Picker. Walk-in Picker or
Oh,
whatever.
be quiet. We love Chris.
Wow,
We
he
do.
dropped
Yeah, we
two
do. I love Chris.
F-bombs right at the end, right? I mean, geez.
That's all right. We'll just click the adult
Why is
audience.
he not, why is he not doing his show? What's going on?
He's taking a break.
Oh,
Oh,
he's just got too much stress going on, and YouTube was an extra stress on his life, so he just took a break.
cool. That's all
He'll
right.
be back. I have faith.
Yeah, oh, definitely. He'll be back.
Well,
See.
I guess that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed. See you all at the next video. It's on
Thanks for watching, guys.
Nick's channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
thank you
June
so much.
25th, we're going to take a week off.
Yeah, next Sunday off.
Nick Hills.
Everyone will be Duane the next 2 weeks too.
I'll even get some Fireball for next show.
Ooh, something to look
Uh-oh.
forward to.
All right, I'll go
Or
get
not
some hardwood.
necessarily look forward to.
Bye,
Thanks
guys.
for having me, guys.
Have a good
All
night,
right,
everyone.
thanks for hanging out with us.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.